What is going on? The boys are keeping a secret from me. Welcome back to Hot Tub Talks. I'm Chip.
Where's the bubbles?
Oh,
Yeah, where's the
hang on.
bubbles?
There you go.
More bubbles! Yeah!
Welcome back to Hot Tub Talks.
like
I'm
bubbles.
here as always
Bubbles.
with
Hey,
my
wanna touch the
buddies.
tip?
Touch tips.
Good
Good
luck.
Oh man, I usually cut this out. All right, who are you, Garrett?
Who am I?
Yeah. I realized a couple episodes
Who are
ago we
you?
forgot to do like the intro of I'm this, I'm whatever.
Hey, I'm Garrett.
There you go.
I'm the other host.
Oh, and I'm also Garrett.
Okay. That's Wade.
What?
Who's Wade?
Who?
Okay, let's get. I've been waiting too long. You were late as always, and Wade wouldn't tell me what is going on.
I'm so proud of you,
He
Wade.
was on the
I'm so
news.
proud of you.
He was on the news.
We have
Well,
so much
potentially.
to talk about today.
Okay.
Crazy.
Should leave
Where are we
out-
going to
leave
start?
out name of place.
Yes, of course, of course. So our apartment complex,
Yes.
we got our utility bill on the 1st of the month, so yesterday. Our utility bill is normally about $40. Guess how much our utility bill was?
$400.
It was $120
Yikes.
A person.
per
Ooh,
person.
Brutal.
How do we triple a utility bill in 1 month?
Yeah. How did you
It
do
went
that?
up 300%.
Wait, is it done per bedroom or
No,
like per
it's
room,
per
or is
building.
it done per building? Okay,
Per
and then
building.
it splits up against everybody.
That's what they're saying, but some people have a different
but
utility
his
bill.
is different from mine.
Yeah, so
Even
I
if
think
There
it's
was
per
another guy
apartment.
that we were talking to
It's
in
per
the
apartment split 4 ways is what
Okay.
I've heard officially.
Yeah, because there was another guy in the elevator I was talking to, and his was higher than mine,
Whoa.
and mine was high already.
Yeah.
So everybody's got weird
Wait,
power bills.
So get this. Just while we're on the topic of it being extremely high, the guy in the elevator was saying he was reserving power. So they're like, "Hey, we're trying to save." He agreed with all the roommates. "Hey, we're trying to save money. Let's sit the thermostat at 65, and we'll just wear jackets or hoodies all day."
Electronic fast, no video games. Yes.
Yeah. And theirs
It doesn't
was
matter,
higher.
yeah.
That was the guy that was higher than mine.
Okay. Whoa. Oh, and they've
they
been
were
like turning it
suffering.
down. Wow. So what's going on?
So the apartment complex is claiming that they had someone from the city come out and check the meters and that the gas was super off and it was super high this month and that it is indeed correct, which there's no way in the fat underbelly of that this is
Right.
feasible or
Right.
correct. My entire ward is up in arms about this.
Yeah.
Garrett has
Especially-
seen
Garrett
this
is
group
red in the
chat.
face right now.
I love this group
This
chat.
group
right?
chat, we are ready to go to war. So I do, because the apartment complex isn't doing anything about it, and they're basically brushing us off. And anytime anybody has any kind of question about it, like they're acting super sus and like they're trying to hide something, and then they're just brushing us off with a very vague answer as
Right.
to how we can possibly triple our utility bill.
So okay, so let me get this right. Everybody is mysteriously getting tripled bills, and the gas is up for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they
and
won't explain why.
They won't explain why.
Oh, okay. So we don't know.
So I contacted KSL. And they sent Matt, who what's his last name? Let me hold on.
Meese.
No,
That's
Matt.
a very local reference.
Matt Gephardt.
Gepardi?
Gephardt. Yeah,
Gepardi?
yeah.
I guessed. I
I
didn't
think
read
no. It's
Gethard?
yeah. Gephardt.
Oh yeah, so Get Heart approved. You know that term, right?
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So they sent him over. He came over earlier this afternoon and interviewed me about it, and I spilled all the beans
Oh my gosh.
on camera.
That is
and
fantastic.
so KSL may or may not have an article coming out about it.
Unfortunately, it will be a while, regardless, because they still
Yeah.
have to gather more. They have to look in it more.
Yeah,
Right.
so he did say that they got heckled by the property management when they walked in the building, and they tried to get him to leave,
Which is sus.
which is already super
Super
sus. Which even more sus is they called, of course, because they're a news station, they called the apartment complex saying, "Hey, do you want to comment about this? We've
Right.
got a lot of your residents saying that your gas bill is like tripled."
Right.
They could have been like, "Okay, yeah, like the gas company is like mysteriously saying these meters are correct and we're still currently looking into it." Instead, they're like, no comment, nothing's going on. And then they
So
and then they
weird.
try to kick him out when they show up at our apartment complex, which legally they can't because I invited them into my residence.
Well, it's also public property down there.
Yeah.
Well, they can't. Like technically can kick him out of the common areas, and so he's
Right.
like, okay, yeah, I'll just go to the sidewalk. Boom.
Wow, nice. They're
where did you do
they're
it at?
suppressing
It
the
was right here.
press.
Right here in the living room.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
we're here at the site.
Yeah.
Wow, this is the second interview you've had today.
Yes. But no, it was super interesting. It was just him and the camera dude, and they had me do like some B-reel stuff, like
What?
B. Well,
Oh,
you know,
just like
B-roll.
stuff. Yeah, like
stuff,
B-roll.
Like
B-roll.
I'm assuming
B-roll,
that
that's
he's gonna.
it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
B-roll.
It's
B-roll
B-roll.
is
B-roll,
correct,
yeah.
though, right?
Yeah.
B
Well,
footage,
I mean, yeah.
whatever.
R-E-E-L?
It would want to be. No, it'd be roll, like B-rolls, like rolls of tape.
I thought it was reels of tape.
Yeah,
no,
that
it's
sounds
roll.
about
B-roll.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just thought they were both correct.
No, I mean I guess B-reels could be right, but now it's gonna be confusing because
Yeah,
the
now that
hit
there's
app B-reel.
There's an app.
Yeah, exactly. I like how you're holding your mic now. Because it's too
I got
heavy.
tired.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, Wade. Anyway,
Oh,
so you
that
shot some
tasted
B-roll.
gross.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like B-roll, they took a look at the like the furnace room.
Did
at
they
the
film your room at all?
No.
Oh, sad. That's pretty
My room's
sick
kind of a
room.
mess. Well, like as soon as I heard, like they gave me a call, I'm like, "Hey, we'd like to come over." I immediately was like, "I gotta clean." So I like immediately like get up because I'd just been on Minecraft grind for like another hour,
Right.
and I was like, "Frick!" So I like run over, clean the kitchen, do the dishes, go shave, take a shower, blah blah
Wow.
blah. Everything's spick and span. We're looking good. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm feeling good about this. Then they come and they're like, oh yeah, can we see like the furnace room and then like get like a video of you like washing your hands, something that uses gas. 'Cause they're
Right,
looking
yeah.
at the gas furnace.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't clean the bathroom, so like the most like disgusting looking mirror and everything. And I was like, oh gosh,
a
dang it.
grungy old mirror.
But it's
How long
okay.
was it? How long did they interview
They
you
were
for?
here for like less than 25 minutes because like dude like sat me down. He was very
Should've
quick.
been like, this is where
like
I've been
I
filming
wanted
the
to
podcast.
ramble and like just like give up like all the complaints I've had over the years.
Yeah.
But no, they were pretty specific about just the gas bill.
Yeah.
And they were worried about them like possibly getting towed. He's like, yeah, I get the feeling that they don't really want us here, so we're gonna make it quick.
Yeah.
which was
that's
super
why.
cool.
That's why I get out of here quick.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, they were in and out within like 25 minutes.
That's crazy. They
It was
should have gotten
wild.
some
Like, he
B-roll,
was
you
so
playing
quick.
Minecraft, you building some Legos. That's really what goes on
No.
down this report.
No, I was not about
A girl
that.
walking in.
And he didn't mention the podcast.
I know.
I,
Sad.
to be fair, he asked me like very specific questions.
Yeah.
And like, so there wasn't.
So a politician you are not.
yeah.
To bend it into whatever you
I
want.
there wasn't much room for me to ramble
Yeah.
about various things, but as you could see,
It's okay. We'll
this-
plug it in the casual
here-
comments.
The group chat has been just popping off.
Dude.
It's been
It's
crazy.
been going all day long.
Well, and
insane.
yesterday.
And
all
yesterday.
day yesterday.
Wow. And
But-
nobody knows why.
Well,
No,
they won't
it's
tell me
like-
one.
Well,
The
I mean, like they
answers
know
they're
the
giving
gas
us
is
is
the
just-
We've had
Sus.
people call the gas company and they say we can't release any data to you because it's
Right.
not your
Yeah.
property.
Yeah, that's super weird.
And then we can't we have. They should really.
So no,
release-
and then on top of that, this is the official text they've been sending out, which don't read it out because it might
okay.
disclose our current location, and we're not trying to blackmail this complex as much as I want to.
But the moral of the story is
What if
Wade
I
was
censored it?
interviewed.
Like with
Yeah.
the. What if I censor like place names?
Sure, but all that text basically says is they're deflecting all the blame to the city, and that the city of Provo has been
Yeah.
having issues with their gas bills all over the place, but like no other complex is experiencing this. I have a
I have
friend who lives
confirmed
across the
this
street.
with 3 other people
Yeah.
living in
Yeah,
Provo.
yeah.
Because they
living
said it wasn't
elsewhere.
just complex. They said it was homeowners, business owners, everyone suffering from this.
And then
gas
my
thing.
other buddy who owns a property that has 9 people living in it
Right.
says their gas bill is $180.
Right. Yeah.
How is
yeah.
our gas bill $460 for the unit? Is what the breakdown they
Right,
gave
right,
us told
right.
us.
Mine was 527.
This
Holy
is,
crap,
and
that's
we're
like
on the
another
third floor.
person's rent.
We are on the third floor. Like if we were on the first floor, maybe, but like
Yeah,
Bro, this is
that's
crazy.
Super weird.
Like, this utilities bill is more expensive than my parents' home. That's about
Well,
the size of this apartment
there
in
is
Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
Imagine there's somebody here just running their water hot
All the
water
time.
24/7.
Yeah, but it's the gas bill that's out of
But the
control.
hot water is gas.
I guess that is true.
But it would
Yeah.
run out eventually.
yeah.
Just running all.
Yeah.
its-
It'd run out in
all its
5 minutes
gas.
like mine does.
So
And it's just
I
cold
was
water.
Yeah, I was on the news.
That is crazy
That is
weird.
It's pretty sick. You have to keep an eye out. Do you think they'll contact you at all?
He said that he'll keep in touch and because he might request some more information and then
You deflected away from the mic and then back to the mic. It's gross.
I don't know why I just started burping.
You still got the floor mic.
Yeah. But and so so super cool, just interesting experience.
Well, you've got about 130 other people that are willing to do an interview if he needs more.
I know,
Yeah.
no, I'm like, he's pissed off the entire steak.
And if you live around here and you know or if you like have high gas bills as well, write in. It's like, but it seems to be only here.
It's
right?
only this complex.
Yeah.
My uncle does live in Provo, and his doubled from 20 to 40.
Interesting.
That's fine. 40,
but that's
Yeah.
40. Yeah,
that's not
40.
even like doubling
That's
it.
not
That's just like, oh,
120.
you used a little. You used extra this month.
Yeah.
Because it's the
yeah.
middle of winter, we're running our heaters, we're cold.
We're
But
cold.
Because I feel like the gas bill should be what one of us is paying.
Right.
It almost seems like the complex made a mistake, and now they're like, we're not gonna back up and fix it.
So
and then
the
the
thing,
other
do you wanna
thing,
get
like,
into rent
so I
speculation?
said, because he just straight up asked, like, what are you hoping to gain by coming to us? And I just said, I want more transparency and more accountability
Yeah,
from
I want the truth.
management. Like,
Yeah.
whether or not, like, so they're claiming that they had a guy come check the meter 3 times before they ever sent out the utility bill. That means they had 3 chances to warn residents, say, hey, your utility bill is going to be higher than projected
Yeah.
for this upcoming bill cycle, so you need a budget accordingly. They could have sent out a quick email, and that would have definitely eased over a lot of things. But no, we expect to just see $120 utility bill
Just come
for
up
1
randomly.
month.
Yeah.
Just come up. I'm like, dog, I didn't budget an extra $80.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to eat now?
Yeah.
I was supposed to go
Yeah.
grocery shopping on Saturday,
Yeah.
and now I don't have money, and I don't get paid until next Thursday.
So please listen to this podcast. We're launching merch. I'm kidding.
yes, please. If you want to attach my Venmo in the description,
that
please. I'm
sucks,
hungry
though.
and poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
So we will see what happens here. We're not 100% sure yet.
And maybe we'll link the.
If the story has come out by release of this pod, we'll link it below.
Yeah, I'll link it below.
But
I doubt it, but
honestly,
possible.
like, he texted me again just like 10 minutes ago, actually asking for
really?
like one of my screenshots of the bill. So I wouldn't be surprised if this story gets out
well, there.
Yeah.
So whether
in the next 2
it
days.
might not get aired, but it
Right,
might be
right.
on
Yeah.
KS.
That's what I'm saying. It
The,
could
the
be on
Yeah,
KSL
like a
website.
website. Yeah.
Just
Website,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, we're publishing it here. Transparency is what we demand.
I want the truth.
Yeah.
I want the truth.
Yeah.
It's just all super sus. And then management completely, and this couldn't have come at a worse time for management because right now they're really, really pushing for renewals, and basically
Oh,
like
yeah.
everybody.
Hey, have you
is, like,
gotten
not a single
text about renewal since this has happened?
no?
Whoa.
And they had been sending them almost every other day.
Yeah.
Or
I was
email.
getting them every day.
So when
Renew
did this
today.
happen?
This
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Okay. When is your next like bill cycle? Because then
Next
it would be
month.
It's
right?
it's the first of every month.
Because then it's like what.
Well, then they come out to say is, hey, sorry, it's high this month. We've talked to the power company or the whatever company. They confirmed that it will not be as high next month. I'm
Okay.
like,
So what does that mean?
how do you confirm
Maybe.
that?
Yeah. Super
What does that
weird.
mean? Like, does this mean that you have a gas leak, is what I'm assuming, and then you're just going to deflect all the cost to your residents?
But that's a
Yeah.
big gas leak.
yeah.
That'd be huge. That'd be
And
like help.
they
that'd be a
did
help
say
thing,
there
right?
was no. They confirmed that there was no gas leak
Right.
because that was
Whack.
one of the things
Because that's
that
like a health
someone asked.
concern. That's a huge problem.
Whack.
Yeah.
Well, especially if it's that long, if it's the entire month, and people are using their stoves.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
I'm being completely honest, I'm a little scared to go to church now because, like, that group chat is now like heralding me as a hero. and I don't know what's gonna happen.
There's a couple heroes in that group chat.
Yeah,
now.
I'm
Wade,
like,
can you speak in church next week about the power bill?
I'm freaking scared. What's gonna happen? I'm like, bro, but
Gotta teach about being emergency preparedness.
if this
Someone-
doesn't get me a girlfriend, I don't know what will.
Someone said, send the
Ladies
bishop in, and I was like, that'd be funny.
Bro, what is Bishop gonna do? He's like
Nothing.
the most like mild-mannered and soft-spoken guy I know.
I don't know, but the comment was hilarious.
Ladies love a man on the news.
An
An eyewitness. That
eyewitness.
is so weird.
Whack.
Wow.
Absolute whack.
So anyways, we're drawing a lot of power from your house right now.
It's the gas bill. I'm not even
You're
worried
right.
about
You're right.
electricity.
That's true.
Electricity was lower than regular.
Yeah, electricity.
But that
was
also
fine.
matches up with dude in the elevator who said that, they were trying to conserve electricity.
Absolute
No.
whack.
So heat is gas. So they turn their heat down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 65. So
Oh,
they
that's
were wearing
super
hoodies.
weird. So they were using a gas less,
Mhm.
and they got hit with a higher bill.
Higher.
Something
So that's
is
and he's in the same
whack.
building as me. So all three of us, me, Wade, and the elevator guy,
Yeah.
all got hit with a different power bill.
Oh, that is weird.
So that means they're still divvying it up by apartment, but like that still does not make any sense because
because he probably used less gas than Garrett.
and
or
then
who
yeah,
knows.
so the big picture, and you'll see it if that story ever airs. I have a screenshot of my last 3 months of just utility bills, and it's like November 15th to December 15th, like $39. December 15th to January 15th, $40. And then January 15th to February 15th, $123.
Holy
What's
crap.
interesting is the colder it gets outside, the more you turn your air up, and it uses more gas. But December was significantly colder than January.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Or,
no,
I mean-
like,
I mean,
weather
sorry, I'm sorry.
difference.
January is colder than February.
And then, well,
Right.
here's the other thing that I can't discern, because then, by that logic, shouldn't December be way cheaper than, like that December to January be way cheaper than the November to December, because everyone was on Christmas break. They all went home.
Yeah, and you have to
Nobody was
split.
here for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But the bill was still the same as the previous month.
Oh, that's sus.
So like shouldn't it have gone down?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. If people left their heat on, because heating is what gives it the most. But
Yeah.
it still shouldn't spike up 300%.
Whack.
Yeah.
Absolute whack.
Absolutely whack.
So
Wow, that is one heck of a story.
yeah.
So that's how our couple of last days have been.
It's been wild.
I'm not gonna lie. Other than me having to pay extra, it's been quite exciting.
Oh yeah, honestly, like I'm ready. Nothing. How was I gonna finish that? Where was I going with that? Like hell hath no fury, like a college student that has way too much time on
What's
his
funny-
hands and wants nothing more than to watch the world burn.
I don't know.
I-
You gotta love.
I
I am
learned
so excited to watch the fan.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, yeah.
You just need a couple of early 20-year-olds that are all broke, and someone's asking them for extra money,
Yeah.
And
and
you've raised an
everything
army.
goes. Yeah, you've raised an army. No,
I've got an army, and I'm gonna supply them all with.
Free gas.
No, I was gonna give them water balloons filled with mayo, and we're gonna march on the leasing office come dawn tomorrow. I'm just kidding. We're not actually gonna.
No. What's funny is my boss doesn't like it when I use my phone at work, obviously,
Right,
and he sometimes gets mad at me when he catches me using it.
right.
But ever since the group chat's been going off, he's like, "Is it the group chat?"
Go, give me the tea. Yeah,
He's interested.
Has anybody else been able to glean any clues or what's going on?
So we
with
have
the
some
group
people
chat?
looking at. Some people's parents are looking at it. that are
Yeah,
lawyers.
Right.
people who have
So we've got
parents that are
lawyers.
attorneys.
Oh.
Yeah.
we got lawyers on this.
And
Oh my
one of my
goodness.
roommates, I guess
I
his
was
parents
thinking
are
of-
ironically coming to town this weekend, and they're gonna go down and chew out the property manager.
Wow.
So
And
we went down there yesterday, and there were some parents already chewing them out.
And this happened a
Oh,
couple
yeah,
days ago.
Yeah, this is yesterday.
This happened yesterday officially. So-
I
I'm gonna
saw it.
live text my uncle.
I
Yeah.
saw it on
I saw it Tuesday night.
Yeah,
is when
Tuesday
I saw
night,
it. But leasing
but-
office was closed. I texted them that night, knowing they'd get back to me in the morning.
I just
And they
figured they'd
did.
fix it. Maybe it was a mistake. you know?
Yeah.
Like maybe they inputted it wrong. Fine, whatever. Because it only showed utility
Or
at
like
the
they're
time.
like, okay, hey, we don't have the ability to refund it, but we're going to take it off next month's rent.
Right.
I think that's
yeah.
that's appropriate. I'm okay with
That's
that.
fine.
But yeah, no.
And the
so-
fact that they came out with 2 messages yesterday. They came out with one
and
today.
they're all copy paste the same thing.
No, actually, no. What's funny is I realized how careful you have to be sending a mass text to college students because
Okay.
they've made grammar mistakes and the group chat is destroying
Oh
them.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Destroying them
hilarious.
just because you have English majors and you've got people just taking English classes. You know what I mean? And people are just critiquing the crap out of everyone.
But
Wade's the silent seeker's spokesman.
yeah, I'm like, I was being pretty quiet until I was like, hey, so I'm being interviewed by KSL, and then suddenly everyone's trying to talk to me.
See, I was going to input that because you said everyone do this, right? Everyone.
Well,
submit,
I think that's
concern.
what happened is a bunch of people did because that when KSL called me, they're like, we got like 30 reports, so this is why we're looking into it.
Really? So
Because-
you were one of many.
Well, so I sent a link. I'm like, hey, everyone, like, let's
report
upload
it,
this,
yeah.
upload it to KSL. Here's a link that you can do it. And so that's why KSL. And then I guess they contacted one other guy, and he sent they sent him an email. And they're like, $400 for a gas bill? That's crazy. Matt, yeah, look, Matt is out there right now interviewing one of the residents. We're working on getting some answers. And I was like, yeah, I'm not the resident.
I'm
He's
not the
interviewing me.
That's sick.
Wait,
That's
what
awesome.
was that on?
KSL. Well, it's just her name, which I won't say. You'll bleep this out. She's basically the chick who called me.
Whoops. Is this on, what is this on Facebook?
No, that's an email.
From you.
someone
Okay.
got sent. It looks like they also reached out to me. They were emailing him back and forth. Bleep all these names, Josh.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
we started getting into names there.
Yeah, stinky property managers are gouging college students who, mind you, go to BYU, so are already a little bit of overachievers.
And broke.
and
College
and
student broke.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they've pissed off a lot of people in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane. Like, I don't know.
It's wild. It's crazy.
I love it. It's a news story, and you heard it here first.
Yeah. Well,
Unless
who
KSL
knows
beat
that?
us to the story,
Yeah,
that's
unless
true.
KSL beats us
Yeah.
to it, which I hope. I want this story out as soon as possible.
Dude, that'd
so.
be awesome.
If this story doesn't get out there, I'm gonna get mad because that dumb story about the
Oh, yeah.
story got
in-
out there. No, it's my
Oh.
high school.
Oh, okay. Because the dude, they said he was in at the time doing another story, but he'll be there in like 2 hours. Is when they called me.
Yeah, no, a different story.
So-
This is back a couple of, this is what Garrett was talking about. A couple of months ago, there was a story at his high school where they were doing homecoming, right?
Prom.
Mhm.
It was in
Prom.
May.
It was in
It
May.
was a while ago, but yeah,
Wow, it was a year ago. Almost.
almost.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to tell it?
Sure. Anyway, so it
I
was
started doing
prom.
that. I started saying, anyway.
Anyway.
It
It was prom. A bunch of girls were getting kicked out because they were wearing immodest. And keep in mind, this high school has. Bleep out the name.
Yeah.
I said earlier.
Yeah.
This high school particular has a dress code, and they were kicking out girls for being not dress code for prom,
Mm-hmm.
and they kicked out. Nobody knows for sure. The school said 12.
Initially, it was like 20, and
The-
then the
the
school
girls-
said 12, but
The
news
girls
said
stated
15.
30.
Stop dressing like.
Yeah, it was.
So ultimately, it's the girl. The girl's
yeah.
fault, right?
Yeah.
But to be fair,
If
the
the-
school
if the
came
dr-
out with an announcement saying, "Hey, just because it looks good on your friend or the mannequin doesn't mean it will look good on you."
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the part,
Okay.
right? So that's the thing. Not only did they get dress coded, but these dresses were school approved on the mannequin, like that
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
They're like,
You-
this is
yeah.
an approved dress. So they bought approved dresses, but it didn't fit on them. the
Here's
same.
my completely 100% valid gospel truth opinion on dress codes. Like, you have to have like a specific way to measure it. It can't be up to left to interpretation. So
Right.
if you give like say it's a super strict school and you're like, okay, you can pick one of 6 dresses here on these mannequins.
Yeah.
As long as they're on those dresses, no. Or
Yeah.
if you want to get really technical, be like, okay, then like the seam can't be more than X inches from your collar. It needs to have sleeves, and then like the skirt needs to be like X amount
I
of
do
inches below
believe-
your
Your
knees.
knickers
It's
need
like
to be
very
tight.
like yeah, well yeah, and so
Yeah.
it's like you need to be specific enough where it's not left up to interpretation, to the point where like, and nobody wants to, but like they need to have like straight up people with tape measures, like, okay, you're good, you're good, you're good.
I think
Yeah.
it was more.
But no,
I
yeah,
think it
no,
was
this
more
is completely
cleavage.
wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it was the school's fault. I do think the girls were out of dress code.
yeah.
But I think the statement afterwards
statement's
was
terrible.
worded,
That's the
worded
problem.
very poorly.
That-
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
that
It
was
bothers me
terrible.
when people in positions of leadership make just awful
It was
public announcements
bad.
to the news. He said it to KSL.
It's
He's
bad.
like, well, you know, sometimes you just don't fit the same. Like, holy crap! Like,
No, you could have
don't. Oh,
just be like, hey, we're it was under our own discretion, and we have this dress code. Is
and going
basic-
forward, we will
we
you know,
will
clarify. Do
we
it
will
differently.
be more clear in the
Yes.
future. That's all he needed to
Yeah,
say.
no, and he's like, well,
No,
yeah.
Like,
it
I
was-
get what
it
he's
was
trying
quite
to
bad.
say. I understand it, but it's bad. It was worded.
It was
yeah,
worded
that was
badly.
really
very
bad.
poorly,
That was
yeah.
very
Yeah.
bad.
So that was another news story. That
Somehow
was,
Palpatine returned.
Yeah.
I see what you're trying to say, but it's bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was bad.
Yes.
Yeah. No way. I don't know. Are there any other local news stories you guys were a part of?
Oh,
I don't watch the news.
let me shout out this for you specifically. My friend made a All-Star shirt, and he has a little company.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I'll show it to you. It's kind of sick. You should check it
Okay.
out. Maybe buy it.
What's it
I
called?
don't have money. I
What?
just spent
What's it
$80 on a gas bill.
The company?
Yeah.
I can't remember, to
Darn.
be honest.
I
Yeah.
just spent $80 on a gas bill. You think I can afford an
I
All-Star
spent a lot
shirt?
more than $80.
Well, 80 extra bucks that I hadn't budgeted.
Right. One news story that I remember quite well was back the school. I didn't go to the school, but like everybody around me did, right? Because I went to a charter
Mhm.
school. So everybody in the neighborhood went here, and one of the kids took a page out of the yearbook when creating the yearbook, and they dedicated it to harassing the rival school. And like,
I
if
remember.
it's playful,
slandering
if it's
them.
playful fun, then
wasn't.
yes. But if
I-
it's
It
there's a
was-
line.
it was definitely near the line.
It was
But then it got published. Everybody got their
no.
yearbooks, and like the other school freaked out. Like,
oh yeah, was this the same school that you like slandered one time and they got all pissy about it?
yes.
no, this is
no,
different.
no.
This is a
Huh?
different school.
Okay.
No, well, because
On your podcast?
that was a different that was my school in a different charter school.
Oh, that was.
I'm
another
talking
charter
about
school, I
like
see.
the public school.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
See, I know what he's talking about. This was big. Like
it was huge.
every school in the area
Yeah.
knew about it,
Yeah, everybody knew about it.
and it was those kids were in so much
I know.
trouble.
The teachers try to cover it all up with like they were like, "Come, please, 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 come to the office. You can get this page to go over it." And everybody's like, "I'm not doing that."
Yeah,
You
this is
know?
hilarious.
Yeah, so they all did it. Well, eventually the rival school got ticked, so they went and graffitied the first school, right?
Yeah.
And then that made the news because now they,
now there's
Yeah.
destruction of public
and I
property.
think they got graffitied back, but I can't remember for sure. It kind of all fizzled out, but everyone was ticked. And honestly, like, at what point are you like, that's not cool, get the people in charge of it in trouble, but like, who cares? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to go to the school. It's not like you're harming.
It's not like we're rival schools for a reason. It's not like we're going to just be bad-mouthing each other from now until the end of time.
Yeah, and I don't think they were like picking like specific students out and being like, you're this, whatever. Like, oh, that's the shirt.
Yeah.
I don't think they picked out like specific students or names. They weren't
Oh,
like
that is
overly
cool.
cruel. It was a very school specific thing, And I think all of the criticisms are valid. I'm kidding.
It's the rivals. They suck.
But this is what it says in the back. Oh, by the way, it's Canyon
my
Valley.
high school rivalry wasn't that crazy.
They got a lot
Also,
of news.
In relation to that, I read this article because they were talking about like Shaq and Charles Barkley.
Okay, wait, slow down. For those who weren't catching up with the B-roll that Garrett was doing with his ADHD brain, he told Wade about 5 minutes ago about a shirt.
About the
It was
NBA All-Star
completely
game
off
here in
topic
Salt
that his
Lake.
buddy made. It was made
Yeah.
from, what's the company called again?
Canyon Valley.
Anyways, on the front, it's got a pretty sick NBA All-Stars design. And on the back,
It has a
had
quote from Charles Barkley that says,
Yes.
"Nothing ever happens in this boring city."
Yes.
Which he said during the All-Star press junket, because Salt Lake City historically, at least amongst the NBA, has always been the boring city. No stars ever want to come here. Nobody ever wants to come here. I read this
Nothing to
article
drink.
about this. I read this article, which, yeah, it is completely untrue. Salt Lake is freaking sick. The problem is the only like grand hotel in Salt Lake that all the sports guys stay at is like 6 blocks away from downtown, like not within walking distance.
Yeah.
Too far to like, it's like too far away to get all the nightclubs and whatever they want. So yeah, solution is we need another big hotel in Salt Lake. Boom.
Yeah. I think I should put in another Marriott.
Let's
Yeah.
just legalize gambling in the
I was
state
gonna say
of Utah.
casinos. Yeah. Yeah. What is there to do in Salt Lake though?
There's a lot of nightclubs and a lot of like food and local
I was thinking
music,
food and music and stuff.
which like most places have.
It's
Right.
the I think it's really just the casinos that people have a hard time with.
Well,
That's
most
like
cities
here.
don't.
Only biggest thing.
Well, most
that's only
most cities don't have casinos anyway, so
Well, I mean, but the I think a lot of hotels have them in the bottom.
it
Right.
depends. But it's because casinos outside of the state of Nevada, they're still not a thing. So
Oh.
in Arizona, there is a casino, like multiple casinos around, but they're all on the Indian reservations because the Indian reservations don't have to abide by the same
yeah,
laws.
but there's gambling in general throughout the city.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
not a casino, but it's gambling.
There's sports gambling, which is completely different. And sports gambling recently was not, which was kind of like decriminalized isn't the best word for it, but
Yeah.
it just became legal nationwide.
Huh.
So
Does that
yeah.
include here? Because we have our own gambling laws, right?
I think some states can still make more laws about it, but I'm not sure. Considering Utah, like people from out of state think it's crazy. To be honest, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but like the alcohol laws in Utah, they have to
Dude.
be from a state licensed distillery.
Well, I used to do that, you know.
Yeah.
I used to be a sting operator where I'd go out with a cop and a guy from the drug and alcohol department in the county. And I'd go to every liquor licensed place in the county. And I'd try to buy alcohol from them. It was before I was 21.
Yeah.
And so if they didn't ask me how old I was and they let me buy it, they would get a ticket.
Interesting.
I never got away with it. But like it was pretty sick though.
But
It was fun.
that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, so
One guy he tried to take my license. He's like, "Guys, your license?" And I'm like, "Sure, here you go." He's like, "You're not old enough to be buying alcohol." I'm like, "Yeah," because I couldn't lie to him because then it like
yeah,
you know.
you're like, congrats, you win.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, "Good job," you know. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna take this." I was like,
Which
"Can I have my
he
license back?"
can't
He's like,
do.
"No, he
Yeah.
can't do it." He's like, "I'm gonna take this, and you're gonna stay right here while I call a cop." I'm like, "There's one right outside the door. I'm with him," you know.
Yeah, like
And
yeah.
so I was like, "Could I just like
you should have had an
go
ID.
outside
yeah.
real quick, you know? Could I just like call somebody?" He's
Why
like,
don't you-
"No, you're staying
Why
right
didn't
here."
you have like a walkie-talkie or just text him?
Yeah, well, I texted my boss and I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, he took my license." Yeah, and then
And
they
then,
sent in the
yeah.
cop and they're like, "Here, look, man.
Look,
It's
man,
just a sting
this
operation.
was supposed to be a sting. Yeah, you
you're
passed.
all good. Yeah,
You
good
did
job.
good.
Yeah,
Good
and I
job.
got my license back. I get back in the cop car and the cop's like, "You know, he couldn't legally keep you there. You could have just ran." I was like,
Yeah, but
"Well,
you're like, but I
yeah."
wanted my license.
Yeah, well, I could have ran out to the cop, but yeah, I was like, you know.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, I still didn't want to just dip. You know?
But yeah, no. So
was a fun
especially with
job,
other
though.
states, like liquor, like bro, Target, like Costco has a whole freaking wine section in Arizona.
Really?
Yeah, it's huge.
Ah,
It's just
wild.
not in Utah Costco's. And like Target and Walmart always have an alcohol aisle. Like it's
Huh.
like
Well,
it's,
I knew that,
it's
yeah.
always right next to the soda aisle, and it's just got liquor and booze and all this, and it's just there.
All manner of substances. That
All
would kill
manner of
me.
substances that ruin people's lives.
Including mine.
No, but yeah, no. So it's interesting.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
yeah, it's been an eventful 48 hours for
Yeah,
me and Garrett
yeah.
and every other resident. In
Man,
the
I love those
complex.
ground floor things where something happens and it's like the 24 hours after where everybody's just going insane.
Bruh,
You know, like you know,
it
like-
ain't gonna end.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
It's crazy.
yeah. Anything else you want to add, Garrett, that hasn't already been said?
No, that's pretty much it.
Or any other experiences you've had that I haven't?
No, I've just gotten a lot more, I think, people's perspective,
Oh,
other
yeah.
people's perspective, but
Right.
we've pretty much.
I've certainly enjoyed it because like it's on GroupMe, and so like everyone has like a profile picture icon. I was like, where did all these hot girls come from? Have they always been in the war? Like, okay, that's her name. Interesting. I'm gonna save that for future reference.
I'll remember her name.
I'm like, ah.
I will remember you.
The other day I met someone new and they're like, "Hello, I'm whoever I am." I was like, "Hey, I'm me." And they're like, and I get back to my desk. I was like, it's gone. I don't remember their name.
Yeah,
It's gone.
bro. I'm horrible.
I
with
could not
names.
tell you. I
I'm
am
so
so
bad with
bad.
names.
So bad with names. Who are you?
Huh?
Yeah, I am embarrassing. I'm not as bad as anymore. I used to just in one ear out the other, but now I'm quite a bit better.
Yeah. Whack.
Yeah.
Maybe people should be more memorable.
Ooh. Well, this guy, I could remember him.
Wait. Hold on. Keep stall.
Stall.
Somebody stall.
Stall. Well, Garrett's on his phone, so what are you doing on your phone?
Sign up for PayPal.
Why?
PayPal's awesome.
Oh, I got money in my PayPal.
Maybe people should be more
I
memorable.
got $19 in my PayPal.
Nice.
Ooh, this is going straight to gas.
That's what we were stalling for.
Anyway,
Okay.
I have some exciting news.
Yeah, what's your news?
Taysom Hill came back yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I got a signature, and I had a good conversation for about 5 minutes with
Heck
this man.
yeah,
Did you get a
did more.
picture?
No, but I
did
do
more
have a
than just
signature in my car.
Pretty sick.
I didn't just pee myself a little bit.
Yeah.
I just peed myself a lot.
Dude, that's awesome.
My pants are wet.
Yeah, I was just talking about
Not
football
from
with him.
Fun times either.
Imagine talking about football to an NFL player.
That'd be
What,
sick.
wait. What did he have to say though?
Well, I asked specifically, like, how do you like the Saints? You know, obviously he's gonna like them, but like,
Yeah.
how's living in New Orleans? Like when do you go back? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Interesting.
And he was just super cool, and he's just
He's
talking
like,
to
bro,
me.
the food's freaking slaps.
You
Yeah,
should have
dude.
plugged our podcast. I'm kidding.
Yeah, wait a
And he
second.
was
Why is Taysom Hill not on our podcast?
Well,
Yeah. That's
well,
awesome.
And then he was like, we started talking about his wife and stuff, and because his wife was there too,
Yeah.
and I know it's just cool. He's like, yeah, my wife lives here until training camp's over, and then once I like start actually playing games, she moves to New Orleans with me, and
Wow.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Wild.
That's such
Yeah.
a weird life. I don't know. Like, I can't imagine all that, like, traveling for work stuff where, like, I'm gone, but my home base family is here. You know?
That's not the norm though. Most people
They
would-
all moved just to New Orleans.
like
Right.
she would just live
well,
in
you
New
just
Orleans the whole
even
time,
still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like an airplane driver.
but
Flyer.
then again, like ironically, Jimmer Fredette, like his wife does the same thing. She like lives in Denver.
I think it's
and
a
then which
Utah
to be
thing.
fair,
yeah.
Jimmer's wife like lives in Denver while he plays in freaking China.
I wouldn't. wanna
Which
move
to be
China
fair,
either.
I would not want to move my 2 children and my wife to China with me.
Not
That's
because
fair.
it's China, just it's
No,
just
it is
another.
because
It's
China.
another country.
It is because China.
But I think it's a still a Mormon or a Utah thing, a family-oriented thing.
Yeah. That could
Well,
be.
no, he lives in Shanghai, which everywhere outside of Hong Kong, there's no religion. Remember,
Right.
so I wouldn't trust them. And
Yeah,
like
makes
free
sense.
speech is still pretty restricted because
Yeah.
like Hong Kong is basically the only democratic area of China, and even then, like it's still a little iffy.
Huh.
So yeah, I wouldn't.
If you had to live outside of the U.S., where?
Australia.
No way, dude.
Really? Why not?
I can't get my guns there.
Oh wait,
No.
yeah, you're right. Frick.
That's your deciding factor.
Yeah, no, you're totally right.
That's why they lost the emu war.
Yeah, they lost to the freaking emus. No, dude, why did that totally like slip my mind? I don't know,
I think-
because like I immediately think, oh, speak English, but like the other English speaking
New Zealand would be pretty sick.
New Zealand would be kind of
Yeah,
sick.
it gets dark though.
But it's one of the safest places
That's
in the
true,
world.
That's true. That's
New Zealand
true.
would be kind of sick, but like Canada is the
I was
Canada
gonna
would
say Canada.
Crap.
Yeah.
Canada is the closest to the U.S.
Yeah.
Like type of
however
area.
Canada's only like if you can tolerate living in California with the amount of issues, imagine those issues just from the government cranked up to 100, and then you've got Canada. So
yeah, but it's the
it's
closest.
still it's still bearable, and a lot of the closest, like both geographically and like similarly to the United States. But like, what the frick is there to do in Canada?
I don't know, but it
Nothing.
seems kind of nice.
play
It's
hockey,
like,
eh?
Eh?
it seems like
Eh?
the rural of countries here.
If I wanted that, I'd live in Montana.
Well, but you have to live outside the U.S., so you go to
Yeah,
Canada.
that's true. That's true.
I'd live in Russia. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I don't know. I would
I've never been out of the country.
safely.
so-
I would say Canada. You've never been out of the country?
No,
Why do you have a passport?
because I was supposed to go out of the country, and then COVID happened.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was
And
like,
it's
I
good
know
to
you
just
have a passport.
It's good to have a passport.
Right. Well, I'm going to Canada this summer.
Eh.
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 I've been out of the
Tell
country
everybody
twice.
I'm on my way.
Okay.
New places.
There you go.
Delayed reaction.
Sorry, I was talking about the kid about his shirt.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if I'd want to be in Great Britain either, or just England.
I'd be cool
because-
living with wherever, like.
I don't know, because like
don't
the
know.
Brits freaking suck.
Yeah, but
Like,
it's
don't
like
insult your
France where they're all
Tally
mean.
ho!
Italy would be fun.
I've seen Pirates of the
They're-
Caribbean. The Brits are always the bad guys.
They're really there's a lot of pickpocketing and thievery and
That's
in
what I was
Italy.
thinking. I wouldn't feel as safe in like an Italy kind of place.
No, I wouldn't either. But it wouldn't be gunshots and stuff like that.
Right.
Wait, I've got it. Dubai. It's actually extremely safe.
It is,
Yeah,
but
but
it's
it's-
so expensive.
And
No,
it's
it's actually
too-
super cheap, at least for tourists and people
Well,
living there.
It's
Yeah.
cheap comparatively, but it's still expensive.
Mm.
Like you can get a sports car for super cheap there,
Right.
but it's still
Well,
it's
I mean, let's
it's
say you
still a
have
lot
unlimited
of money.
too, right? Like, let's say you have good.
I would
I
totally.
would probably do
I
Dubai
would-
then
I would
because
do
they're
Dubai.
so
Or
they're,
Abu
they're
Dhabi.
becoming no
They're only like 40 miles apart.
they're becoming so technologically advanced.
Right.
Bro,
Du-
you want to know
Dubai
what
is.
they did? Because they're in the freaking desert. They're like, we want a ski resort here. The Arabs are like, we want a ski resort. So you want to know what they do? They
They do.
build a ski resort on the side of a freaking sand dune and then put a dome over it and then make it snow
That's insane.
and just make it inside.
Wow. Okay, none of us have said Japan. I could live in Japan.
No, Japan's got its own set of issues.
I don't know, but I could live there. You know what I mean? Like, every country's gonna
Yeah.
have issues. This country.
I don't think I
Yeah.
could live in Japan. I want to go visit Japan.
I would
Right.
visit Japan.
But I
My
don't wanna
biggest thing
live
is
there.
like just learning any kind of just Eastern country language, like Chinese, Cantonese, Japanese,
Yeah.
Korean. Any of those symbol-based languages is a hard pass for me.
Right.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. If I had to go real exotic, I'd probably say somewhere like Japan. But like Canada. Come on,
And
man.
I hate weebs, so I can't do Japan.
Yeah.
Jamaica.
Jamaica would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd probably get
anything-
killed.
I don't know anything about how safe it is, but
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
come on, man. That's where that
Yeah,
guy's
man.
from. That's where that guy's from. Bob Marley.
Bob
We are
Marley.
Jamaica. We have a bobsled team.
And Usain Bolt.
Have you ever seen Cool Runnings? Have you seen Cool Runnings?
No.
Ooh, potential random movie of the week.
All right.
contender.
Sick.
No, so Cool Runnings. It's a good movie. It's a true story. It's about the first Jamaican Olympic bobsled team.
Oh, I actually did see
Oh,
that.
Interesting.
movie.
I did see that movie.
Good movie.
It, like 100 years ago, it feels
Yeah.
like. But
I've
I
never
haven't
seen
seen it in a long time. I've only seen it once or twice.
Yeah. One of those movies that I just feel good about is October Sky. Like, I don't remember anything
That was a
about
boring
it,
movie.
but it's like, I just like it.
Do you know what the most boring movie I ever saw was?
What?
What?
Fetch. It's about Churchill.
Winston
Oh,
Churchill?
the Darkest Hour.
Yeah, that's the most boring movie I ever
Really?
seen.
I'm a little bit of a sucker for like historical war dramas.
Yeah, I like those.
So-
Yeah, I am too. But that one I watched in
I haven't seen
theaters
it.
with my parents.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of parents in that in
movies.
the theater. I
You're
literally,
like- you're
I
like
was
the
the only
Democrat.
kid there.
Okay, but to be fair, I went and saw like Top Gun Maverick like opening day last summer, and it was just a bunch of boomers.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
it was the one good experience I've had with just a bunch of boomers. Like they were like at the end of the movie, they got like on their feet clapping. But yeah, and to be fair,
He's
yeah,
old.
because Top Gun was sick.
Top Gun was
Top
amazing.
Gun's incredible.
So good. Amazing. All right. Well, let's head to break, shall we? Here's the bubbles. We'll be right back. I'm cutting that out. It's disgusting.
Hello, everybody. Post podcast Wade here. We just received an email from our complex after recording saying that they're going to reimburse us for the higher usage rates, and our complex is going to work at putting a cap on gas usage in the future to make sure that bills never get this high again. So, screw them.
Follow us on Instagram at Hot Tub Talks Official, TikTok at Hot Tub Talking, and leave a comment on YouTube. Hot Tub Talks. Back to the show. Welcome back, and now we're going to talk about what I want to talk about. What is this?
Oh, sorry, I thought that was muted.
All right, well, now I've had this in my head for a week because I am also ticked, but more at a bigger company that will not change.
We can use names now.
And then I do have
eh?
a question. Yes. So I got a message, right? So, okay, first of all,
You got a message?
I know. Right? Well, that's what I was thinking. We'll get to that. So 3 years ago, I got off social media, right? And that's not like some white guy to and whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I was like, why am I doing this? I don't care. It's wasting time. So I deleted it off my phone. I still have my accounts, but every time I get on social media, it's because I'm sitting at the computer and I'm giving it time. You know what I mean? I'm not just doom scrolling. Now,
Yeah.
that has fallen by the wayside as I just sometimes look up Facebook on the Safari, which makes me old, I think. But that's the way I do it. I usually, if I'm getting on Instagram or Facebook from my phone, I do it from Safari, right? Because I don't have the apps. I got a message last week from your girlfriend. And this is the second time this has happened, where I get a message and it says, this message cannot be read in Safari. You need to download the app. And I'm like, okay, fine. I wonder what she's saying. Is it like a story? You know, is it like a link to something? No, I download the app and it says, you've been tagged in a giveaway. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I had to go through all the effort to download this freaking app, and it was just and that's the second time it's happened in like 2 weeks. Is I get this message, I'm like, ooh, somebody messaged me. Oh my gosh, it's before it was Benson. Oh, it was a giveaway. And usually that happens with tags, but now it's my messages, my DMs.
I'm going to start doing that too. I'm going to tag you in everything.
I can't read it until I download the freaking app. So that gets me to my second thing. Hold on, let me fact check.
Da-na-na-na.
No, hold on.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do you know who plays that song? Who sings that song?
It's not an actual. Wait,
Yeah,
no,
it
no, no,
is.
no. Yeah, wait. I was thinking of something else.
Oh, it's Arctic Monkeys.
You're not supposed to tell him.
And prepare for the night of your life.
That's the Wade troll face right there. Okay, here we go. Now,
I'm so
Facebook-
horny and lonely.
Meta rolls out a subscription program, $12 a month for
what?
benefits. Let me actually go in. Did you not hear about this?
These benefits better be better than like the friends with benefits.
Oh my gosh, no, nothing's better than those benefits. So,
I can tell you something better
you
than
guys
those
heard about
benefits.
You guys heard about what?
A girlfriend.
Ah, it was a low blow.
I give it 2 months tops.
Garrett, can you give a bit of a background on the Twitter verified, Twitter blue situation?
I did hear about this.
Yeah.
Now that you're saying it.
This one you probably know about.
So you could for Twitter, you can pay I think what $12.99 a month.
Yeah, it's like 5 to 12. I can't remember how much it was.
So a certain amount a month to have the blue check mark
And be verified.
and verified. So you can do it. Any account can do it, no matter how many followers. Just pay.
Okay, so now Meta is rolling out a similar thing where if you get Meta Verified Plus, whatever it is, you can get extra impersonation protection against accounts that are claiming to be you, right? Because you got the verified check.
Interesting.
You can have increased visibility and reach. You can have...
So a lot of features that were previously free are now locked behind a paywall.
For broader access to
Correct.
verification and account support. Oh, so you get better account support. So if you're having a problem or you're hacked,
I see.
you are ahead in lines. And other exclusive features. Now, 2 things that you will not notice. They did not take away ads. So you're not paying to not see ads, first of all. Second of all, they're still stealing your data. So you're paying for to see ads.
You really thought Zuckerturd would take the high ground here?
And the data. Now,
Sucker turd.
um,
I've never heard that before.
You haven't heard that? Are you
I've
serious?
Never heard that before.
hang on, let me
Hey, do you like my new phone case? It's me.
I just
let me
know.
see it.
It's literally a
Oh my
picture of a
gosh.
man getting his guts out.
I saw it upside down. That's
Taking a
hilarious.
crap.
Okay,
Why is he
so
standing in the toilet?
I think
he's hovering.
this is specifically
He's in
for,
creative mode.
Yeah, this is specifically for like businesses, right? Or like influencer people who want that.
This is
kind
for
of
people
edge.
making money.
Yes. So the kind of idea is to spend money to make money, right? But even still, you're paying for social media, right? So how much would you pay for social media, and what would you need to get in return?
I would need to get a ton of...
I wouldn't pay for I don't
So
think
Tinder Gold.
Bro, even Tinder Gold isn't worth it.
No, it's not.
It's like $15 a month.
No.
So I would not pay for social media.
Would you
I
ever pay
wouldn't.
for social media?
I don't think so.
I don't know if I would.
You would never, ever pay for social media.
I would just if they blocked it behind a paywall, I'd just delete my account and call it a day.
Right? That's what I'm kinda
Unless I
thinking.
was like running a business and I needed the exposure, I don't think I would pay for social media.
What if there were no ads?
No, I don't
I
care.
don't care.
Social media
Right?
doesn't give me it's videos that get me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So YouTube I would pay for that.
That's what I was going to say. So
yeah.
I was going to say unilaterally, no, I would not pay for social media. But if YouTube counts, I do
I don't think
am
YouTube
a
counts as
member
social media.
of premium. No, I don't think it does
I
either.
wouldn't count
And the
it.
benefits are consumer focused, right? They are, there's no ads, first of all.
That's the biggest one.
That's
for
the way biggest
anything.
one. Second of all, playing videos in the background, super nice.
Which they kind of mine does that sometimes.
Yeah, it
Which I don't
kind
know
of-
why.
I
I don't
don't
pay
know
for
either.
it, but
But like it works all the time, which
Yeah.
is nice, you know. Downloads, freaking I don't know. There's some other stuff, but most of the time it's really just
the ads.
the ads, yeah. Which is the best part. And that's like totally worth it in my opinion. And a couple weeks ago, or like a couple months ago now, they locked 4K behind a paywall so that
Boo.
you could only have premium. But I think that's a good idea because it costs more to stream and nobody who uses 4K. You know what I mean?
I do to watch Tron Legacy clips on YouTube.
In that case, then you can pay for it. I think they could be more restrictive.
I don't
on
think
their
you need 4K.
bonuses.
It's not.
Because most people
super.
leave it on auto and it never is 4K.
It's
Because you don't have
sometimes
good
not
enough
even HD.
computer. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have a good monitor to watch it, or your internet's not good enough.
No, exactly. Most devices, even these, don't really show 4K.
No,
It's most of the time the reason 4K looks better is because it's got a higher bit rate.
you have to have a really expensive TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
Which
monitor
now-
too, but
1080p, they're having like a 1080p premium with a higher bit rate, which is going to be on Plus or Premium or whatever. But it won't. But yeah, I just don't think I would ever pay for social media. Like, I'll take it for free, or if I'm the product.
and the thing
But
is
why do you? I don't need it. It doesn't actually have any value to me.
Yeah.
people are so addicted to social media. If everything made it pay, I don't think people would, because there'd always be something else that's free. and that'd be
Yeah.
the next big thing.
Right. You could always do a different
I
thing
think
that's
it's
free.
the easiest and most accessible.
Well, because if Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat have done it for this long and it's been free, they're obviously doing successful enough that you don't have to rely on the money.
And on top of that, I think it's ease and attention span, because if you look at like the whatever social media is top dog. First it was Facebook.
Right.
And then it was Instagram, because Instagram just took all the features from Facebook and made it easier. And then it was Snapchat, because boom, easy. And then it's TikTok, because here's some really short videos that you can enjoy.
Follow
that are
us
like
at
super
Hot Tub
easy.
Talking on.
Yeah.
I also think it's
And then now it's freaking what's it called?
Be Real.
Be Real,
Mhm.
because it's just Instagram but easier.
It's getting back to your roots. It's
I
with your
think
friends.
it's also
it's
the
whatever's
way it
easiest.
looks. I think
Yeah.
whatever looks more pretty or more simple even.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Facebook is kind of messy. You know, it's not like
So many ads.
yeah. There's ads
So
everywhere.
many ads.
And it's kind of just more messy. You have different blocks. It's almost like a Microsoft.
Right.
If Facebook
Um,
didn't own Instagram, I think they would be out of business. Or not necessarily out of business, but they would be like
Doing
a
a lot
relic,
worse.
like MySpace.
They would be going out of business.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think.
Here's the thing, though. I don't think any of these social media platforms are actually profitable, including YouTube.
That is true, because like when Elon Musk took over Twitter, they hadn't been profitable in
Oh yeah, no,
forever.
he is running it into the ground, but it was already headed to the ground. He had to pull up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's possible. You know, so like, whether Twitter lives or dies, whether Facebook lives or dies, like, there's no.
The world's a better place without him.
Well, it's a certain type of entrepreneurship where you create a thing. This is how Spotify got big, where you create a thing, you make some deals, and you provide a service, and you get investors to say, "Hey, I think this will one day make money." So you give it out to everyone for free, maybe ad supported to make a little bit of money, right? But you're not going to become profitable. And
It's
so
like
all your
that
stuff is coming
Spark
from
soda
investors.
that they were handing out at the All-Star game.
Yes,
They had those everywhere, that new like lemon lime soda,
pretty good.
and they're
Tastes
just
like dish soap.
it was
Was it
all right.
gross? I
Yeah,
I didn't drink
It was all right, but essentially it was just they're just handing it out so people can try it for free, and then they're like, "Oh, look, if you want more, you can buy it now."
Exactly, but this is you're going to use it, and you're going to use it, and you're going to use it, and they try to get
Yeah.
value, and then they figure out how to monetize it later. And the problem with that is some things like Spotify cannot figure out a way to become profitable, right? Like Twitter. Well, pay for verification. No one's doing that. Like, it's like, I don't remember what it is. It's like 1%, maybe, if that. It's like lower than 1% of people. So, like, they're trying to find ways to make money. And if I don't know if, wouldn't it be interesting if none of them could do it? You know? Like, what if this whole social media thing is impossible without a paywall? But we don't need it, so no one's going to pay for it.
I do think they're profitable with ads. That's how they make their money.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But I don't think they're like making a profit. Like they make money, but they don't have any
But
extra at the end of the
how
year.
do they pay so many people?
Investors. The gap is made up by people who think it will grow. But once they grow into the highest market, they have to figure out how to monetize it.
Oh.
Yeah. So like it gets them some money.
So you're
don't get
saying
me
they're in the
wrong.
highest bracket.
Yeah.
You can't go any higher.
Yeah, right? Who else is
Without
not on
monetizing
Instagram,
it.
right? Everybody, when they turn 13, that is your new people who got Instagram, right?
Very interesting.
I wonder what's going to be the next social media. Because Instagram is dying, I feel like.
Yeah, Instagram's dying.
Well, it's like they all kind of like die off, but then they like just kind of hit a point. And I feel like Instagram just kind of hit a point and it's just going to stay there. Like Facebook did. Like Facebook dropped, and I don't think it's really going to get any lower or higher. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all the same.
The problem with
Twitter is
Facebook-
probably going to Well, Twitter was spiraling downward fast, and it will probably continue to do so.
Well, what's funny is this
Be
is
Real,
the same thing.
yeah. I'm like, my biggest question is Be Real going to be a fad, or is it going to stick
I don't
around?
think it will last.
I don't think it'll last.
TikTok
either.
has already lasted longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, also they've got an entire government behind them, so that's where their funding come from.
yeah, and I think it create people were just Vine left a hole.
Oh,
That
it's
hasn't
dopaminergic heroin. Like
Yeah.
it is social heroin, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is the same thing happened to Logan Paul with the Japan thing.
Right.
That whole issue got him more popular, got him more famous
Yeah.
because it was all over the news and everything. So the same thing is probably going to happen and probably is happening with Twitter. It's making more money than it has been because people are getting on there.
Oh yeah, it is
whether
making more
whether
money
or not
now,
that's
yeah.
for like people making fun of it or not, it is making more money than it previously was
Right.
just by people trolling on there, or there's more users getting on there just because for the memes
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Twitter failing.
Yeah, that's true. I've made it an effort. I've only opened Twitter once since everything started going downhill, and it was because I wanted to see if one of the YouTubers is ever going to upload again, and they are.
I
maybe.
created a
don't know.
Twitter like 2 years ago so I could vote in the Minecraft mob vote, and then once
Yes.
it was over, I deleted my account. And then ever since then, Minecraft mob votes are just held through the Minecraft launcher, which
As
is
it
where
should
it should
be.
have been. Yeah,
By
as they
Twitter.
should be. So, yeah. No need for stupid Twitter.
Yeah, no, see, there's no actual value there that I would pay for. So I don't know. Maybe it'll all go away.
Yeah.
Or maybe it won't. I don't know. Maybe there's some alternative. I just don't think the next 10 years are going to look like the last 10 years. You know? Like, this 10 years does not look like 10 years ago in social media. Remember Gangnam Style?
What about it?
What?
It was just a different time.
Oh yeah,
What does
that's
Fox
true.
say?
It was a simple
Mm.
time.
Yeah, it was a simple time. So yeah, who
Interesting.
knows? Maybe NFTs are the way.
No, shut up.
I think NFTs have
The
already
door-
died.
The door
They
is
did
over
die.
there.
You're right. They did die.
I haven't heard about NFTs. in a
Watching
year.
NFT bros lose their life savings was hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, it was sad, but yeah.
I've
never
you
been a
guys know
Bitcoin
I'm
guy.
the collector. I like collecting things.
Yes, you are the collector.
I am the collector.
But you can't collect nothing.
But I'll be the first to say NFTs are the stupidest piece of garbage scam I've ever seen.
yeah.
became
Hey, look at this
millionaires.
picture of an ape that's unique to me that I spent $30,000 on. Oh, that's pretty cool. Here, I'll take a screenshot of it. Now I have it too.
No, I have it too.
you know what? But I props the people who made NFTs for their marketing.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know what they did.
they're like goat tier marketers right there. They
They
took the worst idea and made a fortune. It's like
They
my
are
pet
10
rock.
out of 10. They are 10 out of 10 scam artists, but I respect them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hustle. Game recognizes game.
Yeah,
Like,
game.
respect the hustle, man.
Amazing.
No, like I don't even know how NFTs became popular. They just were. Like,
Yeah, it just kind of happened.
They just were popular, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
The next-
NFT made like Pokemon card collecting look cool.
I
And that's
love
really
Pokemon.
saying Shut up.
That's a good reference.
Because I don't know, I just started thinking of Logan Paul coming into the WWE with a freaking Pokemon card around his neck that was supposedly like one of two and worth like millions
There's
of
one of
dollars.
two. It was.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it was. It was a Charizard
Oh my god.
PSA 10.
I'm proud of you, Garrett.
I'm sorry, I don't
That
speak
card
Italian.
is expensive. PSA grade is the condition of the card. So
Oh, so it's like mint condition.
yeah,
So,
so it's
Riddle me this.
or it's 9. I couldn't remember what
Riddle
his
me
was,
this.
but 10 is the best it is.
Mhm.
Why don't
and
they
it goes up
just
from there.
make another one?
That defeats the purpose of collecting.
It could also be old. Like even if it's new, it's like also old. You know, like yeah, like okay, classic, same thing, classic Lego set, right? Why don't they just make a new one? But it's like you have the old one.
But they do half the time.
Yeah,
They
you're
just
right.
remake
Yeah, but
it.
they never made a new Deadpool.
That is true, and that's because the Deadpool movie came out now. That'll
Yeah.
never happen again. That is actually one of the most proud things I own. I own the
Really?
only Lego set to ever include Deadpool.
That's
Can
amazing.
I have him
No.
for free?
For free.
It's in a box in Phoenix somewhere.
I will drive to Phoenix right now. And
I'm so happy I got that because like it came out and like before the Deadpool movie did, so he was still just like the comics character.
and even he was an
Yeah.
inappropriate comics.
Well,
character,
yeah,
too.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like he was still like there's still like a kid-friendly version of Deadpool. And then after the movie came out, like he's only ever been associated with R-rated Deadpool, which
That's
is fine.
because he was originally the stupid Wolverine one.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that.
So
I like that movie.
The movie wasn't bad, but
Yeah.
if he wasn't
that interpretation
Deadpool,
of yeah,
if he
any
wasn't
other
Deadpool-
character is okay.
like
Yeah.
they could just say as the guy's
That's
name.
That's what I
Yeah.
agree. If he wasn't Deadpool, he's totally fine. But
It's
he's
bad.
like called Deadpool.
I'm
Yeah.
more just I'm happy because like even though that was terrible, Ryan Reynolds was still the right guy to play him.
No,
even if
yeah.
he didn't do that good of a job in that movie.
Yeah.
Like I'm glad they gave him another chance for
Yeah,
the Deadpool
100%.
and like redid the character.
Yeah.
I just respect those directors for going through every single one of Ryan Reynolds' scenes that he did poorly and just as Deadpool and just shoots him.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny.
But anyways,
Anyways, yeah, I guess there's no amount to pay for social media.
Yeah, I
it's
just
not
don't
worth
think.
it.
I don't
Yeah, it's
think
not
Go
worth it.
watch a movie.
It's a free market.
Screw social media. Get up, go outside. Now turn around
'Cause
and go
imagine-
watch a movie.
Imagine this.
Counter- okay,
imagine
go on.
this. Social media. Let's say they got rid of it.
The world would be better.
It would be better, but it also wouldn't be as connected. I agree that social media is good in some aspects,
Right.
but texting would just become more popular.
yeah, that's what I was just about
I'm
to
honestly
think.
okay with
If
that.
all social media went away tomorrow and companies refused to fill the void with something that was a clone, right? What would be in its place? Would people
Group chats.
email?
Group chats.
Because I think there would be like self-hosted servers, right? You'd have like kind of like Mastodon. I don't really know anything about it, but like it would be more Wild Westy, where it's like you still have these public forums with your friends, but it wouldn't be quite as marketed.
It wouldn't be, for one, the world wouldn't be as dramatic.
Yeah.
But I feel like you'd become closer with your close friends. Because everyone has those friends from high school that they see on social media but never talk to ever, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have that anymore. Those
Yeah.
you'd have some sort of Discord chat with just your friends you're actively talking to consistently.
See, but I think that's the value in Facebook because I can see what, they've been doing.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Randomly.
That's why social media is good. We stay connected.
No, yeah.
But I'm saying if there wasn't, it disappeared tomorrow.
But what could fill that void that isn't just a Facebook clone?
I mean, I don't think anything could.
Yeah.
If there was no clones, I just think texting would become specifically group chats would become so much more popular.
Right. Discord would be the way.
Discord.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people could argue that's a social media, but
I still make the
Right.
argument over COVID. Instead of using Zoom, we should have all just been using Discord.
Oh my
a lot of
gosh,
people
did.
100%. Yeah.
a lot of people
Classes.
did.
Well, no, like
even
colleges should have just been using Discord.
I think if they had video earlier, it would have been quicker.
even at
Yeah.
work, when I worked at the car dealership, they went from was it just I can't remember what program they used for group chats. It was Slack. Do you guys know what Slack
Oh, I
is?
hate
Slack is
Slack.
garbage. They moved to
No
Discord,
slacking.
which was the best thing that ever happened to me
Yeah, that's awesome.
work-wise.
Work-wise, the best thing
Let me
Oh
clarify
my
that
that.
ever happened to me. Skillet, you listening? The best thing that ever happened is my work moving away.
Listen, work-wise. Work-wise.
Yeah.
Moral of the story is watch more movies and watch random movies because you know what time it is.
Is it that time?
It's that time. It's time.
It's a
Well,
little
it's
early,
the
but
for the
okay.
first time.
That's true. For the
For the first
time.
time, random
is.
movie of the week. Ooh.
We watched a movie.
We watched a movie.
Wham. We Wham.
Wham.
We watched a movie. Wham. Welcome to Wham.
Wham. Yeah, no, that's not gonna
Okay.
work. Random movie of the week.
Boy, Josh.
You know who said no to watching The Yes Man?
Garrett.
Yeah.
Does
yes.
not follow through on his commitments.
You could
and
say
it's becoming
yes.
increasingly lame.
Listen, I got busy. And I did watch a movie. It was called The Platform.
Okay. What happened in it?
It was garbage. It was actually really good. It was really gory, and I don't suggest people watching it, but it was a good social
Garrett.
experiment type movie.
Oh yeah.
So, Josh and I and a few other buddies are like, we're gonna watch Yes Man on Saturday night. And we're gonna cook some food.
Yep,
We're gonna have a good time.
Good soup.
It was good time. Garrett's like, sorry, dudes, my sister's getting married. I'm not gonna be able to join you, but I'll watch the movie on my own. We're shopping, and Josh gets a notification. Hey, Garrett's streaming on Twitch.
Oh, that reminds me. Good stream. Your audio was a little low.
It was turned down a little bit too
Yeah,
much?
yeah.
Okay.
Your audio is just a little low.
Garrett was not at a wedding. He
I-
was, in
I
fact,
was-
avoiding
was-
us
He
and
was at
playing
the
video
wedding
games.
earlier.
I was at the wedding. Well, it wasn't a wedding. It was like the party they do.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my gosh.
The Wardy. I'm kidding.
And I was
Stop
and I
doing
was
that.
expecting the worst.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. And I even agreed with the stream. That's fine.
It was a good stream though.
You can
huh?
stream. It was a
And
good
then
stream.
he
I liked it.
proceeded
just-
to not watch Yes Man.
I liked it. Yeah. It's just you didn't get to what Yes Man,
Yeah, was that good?
which was fantastic.
I told you
it was so good. It's perfect, dude.
I think I've seen the movie. Let me
It
look
is
it up because the
perfect.
movie sounds familiar.
You need to like even this week, even now for the pod. You need to
I
watch it.
own it now. So you can borrow it if you need
Oh,
to.
I have notes. I forgot I took notes.
I still have this up.
Yeah,
Oh
no.
my gosh, I loved it. And this is gonna turn into reasons that Garrett should should watch the Yes Man because it is fantastic.
We really wanted him to watch it because we see a lot of similarities between you and the main character.
Well, not
and
even
you need to
that. I
change
just
for the
loved
better.
it.
No, I'm just
Everybody
kidding.
should
No,
watch the Yes Man.
I you thought I was bluffing.
I did. Like I was expecting.
I wasn't trying to like overhype it because I was like, yeah, I could see why other people wouldn't
Yeah,
really
no.
like this movie.
And I was getting like I
And
was
yeah,
getting like
it
Get
kinda-
Smart vibes. Or
Yeah,
something,
yeah, it starts kind of weird.
where it's like it's good, it's fine. It's just it's a good movie, you know. It's
Yeah.
a good movie.
And then it just ends so well.
No, it is amazing.
So starting from the beginning, we'll go over Josh's notes, and then I'll provide
Hang on,
some
where
of
the
my
heck
thoughts.
is
'Cause
my?
I've seen this movie quite a few times. I hadn't seen it in like a year or two when we rewatched it, so I was able to grab a few things I had missed, but I didn't take notes.
So
Josh
you're
was here
telling me
taking
it's
notes.
got Bruce Almighty in it, and the girl from New Girl.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
here
Zoe
it is.
Deschanel can spit in my mouth. What?
Okay. Well, so here's my notes. I'm gonna go through them, and Wade, you can respond.
Okay, okay.
Because you've seen this movie. My first note when I first started taking notes, the Vespa chick is hot.
Zoe Deschanel, the only girl in the world who can pull off bangs.
Yeah, she looked fantastic. First of all, so that she was hot. 2, Carl is driven by women. He is Jim Carrey's character, Carl. That is his only the only thing that gets him out of bed is women.
Yeah, well.
Not
Well,
okay. Not
at
out
the
of bed.
beginning of the movie, it's his friends dragging him everywhere.
No,
is what's
yeah,
getting him
yeah.
out of bed. And then once he finally starts saying yes to everything, which is the plot of the movie, is that he gets kind of hypnotized into having to say yes.
No, yes.
But
that's
then
true.
that's the moral of the story: is by saying yes to things that you're initially uncomfortable with, you're gonna gain so many cool life experiences. Like he learns Korean, he learns how to be a pilot,
It was really
he
good.
learns guitar.
It was so good.
And then you get to see him use all these skills in wacky situations throughout
It's
the
so
movie.
good.
And then he gains the most important prize of all, a woman.
yeah. So first of all, his first thing, the only thing I ever gleamed him caring about at all was the girl.
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny. Product placement is real. I wrote down everything
You were
I
like
caught, and I
picking
think I
up
forgot.
on it. I didn't think it was like super glaring. Like
Massive
they didn't like
Dell
stop the
logo
movie.
on the monitor.
Yeah.
Aquafina for the waters.
Disgusting. by the way.
Smith actually was the one who said that.
Yeah.
ADA, AAA. Oh,
So-
AAA. They mentioned
AAA.
AAA like twice or 3 times.
Yeah.
And Costco. They're like, oh, you gotta go to Costco, whatever.
You want a
There's
Red
a
Bull?
lot of product placement. And a Red Bull.
You had a
yeah,
Red
yeah,
Bull?
yeah, I had a Red Bull. I didn't write that one down. Lots of product placement. Another one. Okay, so Jim Carrey, he decides to start saying yes to everything. And so he goes to hang out with his friends, and he's like, hey, friends, yeah, okay, I'm doing this. And I wrote down, friends will abuse power before any politician will.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I think we kind of talked about that last week too.
Yeah, essentially what happens is he goes to his friends and he kind of apologizes to them for being a really crappy friend and not hanging out with them. and really just dodging them for no good reason other than he just wants to be alone. And he's like, I went through this like self-help thing, and now I have to say yes to anything. And what's the first thing his friends do?
Absolutely abuse him.
Absolutely abuse him. They're like, they pull the waitress over and say, we're going to open a new tab, and our friend Carl here is going to pay for it. Aren't you, Carl? And he
Yeah.
has to say yes.
And they all get hammered.
And they get hammered. They're
Yeah.
making him like squeeze a lime into his mouth and then snort hot sauce over and over and over. And
Yeah. Amazing.
And then the alley fight scene right after that, because he
Yeah.
gets so drunk he like starts roughing it up with another dude in the
Yeah.
bar.
Amazing.
That was hilarious.
Maybe you should start being the right guy. Okay. Cult guy. Oh, my next one is the cult guy's covenant sucks. This is nitpicky. A covenant is a two-way promise, and that cult guy did not promise anything. I guess he promised like a good life, maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
But I was like, that ain't no covenant. That's a weird hypnotism.
Yeah, I guess.
So, anyways, his covenant sucked, but I guess it was good for him. Kindness is a weird side effect of saying yes, because I noticed like throughout the movie, he wasn't told to be nice to people, but like once he started saying yes, he was nice to his boss, that one guy, right?
Yeah,
Norm
He's got
was his name.
yeah, and of course, if your name's Norm, you're already kind of weird. So like, his boss is really a weird dude.
He's a weird.
He's
dude.
a weird
I
dude.
love Norm,
But
though.
then like he's like suddenly kind of becomes friends with his boss, and like
Yeah.
actually like. Well, I can't say that Norm doesn't have friends because he had all those people over at that Harry Potter
yeah,
movie
no,
thing
people
that
like
they
him,
did.
I
So
guess.
like apparently he has friends.
yeah. It's very dated. Lots of old phones.
Yeah, it came out in 2007.
Mentions
so.
of MySpace and Facebook.
Yeah.
where they exist at the same time and were just as
Yeah.
popular. Editing was amazing. That was another one. Interestingly enough, I think he. So this is when he's in the bar. He finds Vespa Chick, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to do a thing? Whatever. I don't know, date." And she says, "No, I can't because I have work or something.
Yeah.
But can you walk me to my motorcycle or Vespa, whatever it was?" And I was like, no, but is a really good alternative for like, yes. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that, if there is any interest there, that is 100% the right way.
She was totally putting the ball in his court to make a move during that walkover, and he took advantage of it, which is
Yeah.
good for him.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
that was totally like, hey, I want to see how interested you really are.
yeah. No, I just
Yeah.
really like to know, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I can't. But
But
here's an alternative.
here's
That's
an
always a
alternative.
good option. I don't know if I like Jim Carrey yet.
that was like midway through the movie.
That was
By
midway
the end
through.
of the movie, you're like, yeah,
I haven't watched
like,
a lot of Jim Carrey movies.
I love Jim Carrey.
Is he high, drunk, or Jim Carrey? That was my next one. Norm has
Valid.
Norm has a Harry Potter 4 hair specifically at the party. It's from the 4th movie where they all have like the ridiculous
Oh,
like
yeah.
buffonty
When
hair.
like everyone forgot
Exactly.
how to get a haircut.
yeah. So that was great. Everyone's Harry Potter cosplay was amazing. I loved all of them.
Oh my god.
It was funny. I also like the crossover of properties before it was cool. Because now you've got like Space Jam 2, where they're like, oh, look at all this.
You
We got Harry
stopped
Potter.
and rolled your eyes so hard.
I hate that
You're
movie.
like, Space Jam.
Space
2.
Jam 2.
Space
This
Jam.
is like, we own the property of Harry Potter, so we're going to have a Harry Potter movie watch night and use the music. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey has a surprisingly good voice. He sings a couple times. This is when he's singing in the theater.
Oh yeah.
And like, I was like, that is pretty good. He's like got that shouting voice. This is good. Vespa Chick is absolutely amazing. That's
you just keep calling her Vespa. What did Zoe Deschanel ever do to you?
Let's see. Great development with the job. I liked how it was still like they didn't forget about how he still had to say yes to everything. even
Yeah,
in his
yeah,
job.
and I think that ended up being a funny bit because he's a loan officer, which
Yeah.
like as part of your job, you have to weed out like what people have bad ideas, and you're like, no,
Exactly.
don't give them a loan.
Yeah.
But then they're like, yeah, everyone has to get these loans.
Yeah. Next thing, I don't remember what point this was, but I like how we're sad for Norm. Something bad happened to him. Oh, he didn't get the thing.
Well, he didn't because he also ends up losing his job.
Right.
So yeah, you.
So, anyways, I feel like because he could have been the butt of a joke. He could have been the weirdo that's like, oh, but like you genuinely feel for him as a character.
Yeah.
You know. It's fantastically written. That was my next one. My favorite thing and what helps me get to a perfect movie is remembering your own plot. So Lord and Miller movies do this really well, like Spider-Verse or
Lego
Mitchell's
Movie.
vs. Machines is really good at this.
Yeah.
Where early on they'll set something up and everything is remembered and wrapped up by the end. Dog in a bow tie.
Like,
right?
yeah,
Anything you mention at the beginning or the middle.
It's like
comes
Yes
back.
Man. It's like like the plot of the movie is this guy's own self-discovery, but at the end of the day, it's also him coming out of his shell and getting the girl.
Yeah.
Like as cliche and as like cringy as that can be, and it's been done 100 times. Like you don't forget about that.
It was great. 10 out of 10. The ledge scene was perfect.
Oh
Loved
yeah,
it. I loved looking over the crowd and seeing all the 2000s emo chick. Like there she was. Yeah, I think there was an emo guy too. That was kind of funny.
I've got blisters on my fingers.
That's my next one. Rock on. I gotta remember to do that because I was sick. He did a guitar thing. I thought was cool. Then Helter Skelter reference at the end. Perfect. It's just so random. Like it's so good. Jim Carrey is a living cartoon. That was my next one.
Yeah, valid.
I've been in the Nebraska Stadium. So, Garrett, did you know this? I was at the game where Mangum threw that Hail Mary and they won the Nebraska game. It was like the first time Nebraska lost an opening home game.
Where he parted the Red Sea.
Yes.
Yeah, he caught it between like 3 defenders.
Yeah, I was there.
You were at that game.
I was at that game.
was
I
a
hugged the
wild
random stranger
game.
next to me. It was amazing.
Considering that's the only thing Nebraska's ever had going for it is their Nebraska Cornhuskers football.
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
It was amazing. I love the love. There's love, and I love it. It was good. I like cheese.
Valentine's Day is over, so
I know,
can be
but I loved the love.
Well, no. Then I can say love is great. I love love.
Okay, my next one is Allison is cool. Is still cool. Allison is still cool. I finally called her by her name.
I got so used to Vespa chick.
I'm
like, who's Allison?
Vespa chick is still cool.
She's not just an objective for him to overcome or gain. She has her own personality
and her own character,
her own
she makes
character
her
development. Yeah,
it's so good.
Her own story, independent from him.
Yeah, so it's like even when things are rough, like she's still cool. I am glued. That's what I said next. Like I'm just watching it.
You're like, I don't want
notes. It's amazing.
I think like the last third of the movie is just so perfect.
Yeah, themes with the ex-wife was my next one. Love those. It was amazing seeing the development here.
And that's like the first big time he says no.
Yeah,
is when his ex-wife tries to sleep with him.
Yeah,
and
good
he's like,
on him.
No.
Yeah,
absolutely not. No.
Then he rides the motorcycle.
The Ducati.
Yes. And he's got a helmet on, and I was like, nice for safety and stunt doubles.
Yeah, and he's wearing a hospital gown, so like he's basically naked, just wearing a helmet.
It was fantastic. And finally, my last one is it was perfect. You were right.
Entrance off of the Vespa through the tire smoke.
Amazing. It's just every bit of it.
Great
Again,
movie.
it comes back. It's relevant. If they mention him learning to play guitar because he said yes, it'll come back.
Yeah, like it was a skill he used to talk someone down from a ledge.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
And then there's like the minor subplot, which like it goes by quick, but it makes sense because it's the catalyst that breaks them up. Because the hero has to fall before he makes the triumphant return.
Yeah.
So like they're like, how come you got a pilot's license? How come you know Korean?
Exactly,
Why did you give a loan to this mulch company? Are you trying to create a bomb and like bomb us? Are you allied? And then suddenly you're like, oh, all these random skills. That's really sus if you really look at everything.
Like one great example of something that comes back. a triple. It's like a triple whammy. He learns Korean. You see him in the class. He's learning to speak another language. He goes to the store.
Yeah, and then talks
He
to the cashier.
Talks to the cashier
in Korean.
in Korean. They become buddies.
And it
They
also
learn the thing,
helps his relationship
and then it
with
helps
his
the
best
relationship with the
friend.
men.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with his best friend's
It was
fiance who doesn't
great.
like him prior to
It
that.
was great.
Yeah.
The disgusting grandma comes
Ah!
back with a friend. Like, every bit of it was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. It was so good.
Great movie.
It was amazing.
Are you upset that you missed out on this, Garrett?
Oh my gosh, don't rub it in.
Nope.
You have to watch it
I
still.
watched The Platform.
You have to watch it still. It's amazing.
I'll
You've
tell you
gotta
about.
watch
I'll tell you about The Platform.
it. Huh.
It's basically, it's essentially a prison of some sort.
We've all got
Where
our mics up to it.
a prison of some sort, or you could volunteer for some sort of certificate. And what it is you're in this small room, probably about the size of the room we're in right now. Just the living room, not the kitchen.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're in there with
rough.
one other person, and in the middle, it's a square room, and in the middle is a hole, and you're in there for an entire month at a time, and it's labeled 1, and I believe it goes down all the way to 300. Well, you get food once a day, and it starts on floor 1, and it's a platform, and it's plenty of food for everyone to get if everyone eats portions.
Right.
And it starts on 1 and moves down to 2, 3, 4, and you just eat. And then it goes to the next floor. It shows what people do. So what it is you're on, let's say you start on floor 7.
Mm-hmm.
Randomly the
Is this
next
not
month.
Squid Game?
No.
Oh.
Randomly the next
I never
next
watched
month you could be on a random floor. So you could be on floor 200.
Oh, gotcha.
The problem is once nobody eats in portions, and so it gets down to your floor 200, there's no food left.
Right.
So you could go a day without eating. But the problem is you go days. You go an entire month without eating.
Because now you're done.
Because nobody portions.
Right. Yeah.
Because people, it really shows people the greed in people. Because let's say I make it through the month of 200 without eating. And
Yeah.
the only way you can do that is to eat your partner.
No.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So you eat your partner, whatever person you have in the group. Then you're on floor 7. And how you think is, well, because I couldn't eat for this long, I'm going to eat as much as I want
right.
instead of portioning it out. I'm going to eat as much as I can because I deserve it because I was on floor 200. The
Interesting.
problem with that is now the person down there can't eat. Also, you could be down there next month.
Yeah. And how do you get out? Floor 1?
No, it's just how much time. You have a set time.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so there's no real point of eating as much as you can. I mean, I guess.
No,
I guess
mean,
there kind of is. But not
it shows what would happen in that situation. It shows the greed of people.
Yeah. That's cool. That's interesting. Was it any good?
It was actually it was actually in European, whatever language, European.
Korean.
Is it Korean? It wasn't Korean.
Okay. It's not European.
Well, I don't know. What do they speak in Europe?
English.
Do you not speak anything else? I don't know.
French.
It wasn't in English.
Italian.
I think it was Italian. I can't
Spaghetti.
remember. Anyway, it wasn't in English, but you could watch it in English. It was kind of like the Squid Games where the mouths were off.
Yeah, yeah.
But I watched it in English anyway. And what did you ask? I forgot.
Was it good?
Oh yeah, so that's kind of that's a little weird. The whole movie's really good, other than it's really gory.
Yeah.
You
have to eat your buddy. All right. Do you guys know what time it is?
It's hot tub time.
It's hot tub talks time. Now, last week I forgot to read the responses to the weeks before's like questionnaire
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
So we can read that.
I just want you to know we're 100% on what the best Mountain Dew is. It's voltage. It was voted 100%.
That is true.
Valid.
Hang on.
I do love me some voltage. Also, it's only at Circle K, but there's like a grape flavor. It's like called Purple Thunder. Mountain
I
Dew
think I've
Purple
heard of that.
Thunder.
That's an older flavor.
But it's like it's only at Circle K, which is like in Arizona. Well, not exclusively Arizona, but that's like the big gas
closest
station
one.
in Arizona.
Actually-
There's not. They're none in Utah.
Actually, Garrett, that was not voted as favorite Mountain Dew. Nobody put their favorite flavor, but I did ask, do you like the movie Yes Man, Voltage or Code Red?
I looked at that and Voltage won.
So Voltage won, but also it was more of
It
a
was
yes.
it was.
Um,
Do you like the movie Yes Man? Voltage won the poll.
here we go. Okay, first of all, we ripped into you quite a bit, Garrett, but we love you. So I asked, what do you think of Garrett's contribution to the podcast?
Oh, I just want you. I read this.
You read these?
Everyone loves me.
Yeah.
I
Oh
love
wow,
them.
there's a
Remember
bunch
that.
of these.
The viewers love me.
All right. 1 2 3 1 2 5 2 3 1 8 5 4 5 says he's freaking amazing. I'd marry him in all caps.
I would marry you too.
Next, by Zach. Garrett has valid opinions, especially when it comes to Flamin' Hot and Gingerbread Mountain Dew.
Who the heck
Hey, you
is
know what, Zach?
Zach?
You have good opinions too.
Yeah. Hey, Flamin' Hot and gingerbread freaking suck.
I do like spicy chips though, like taquitos. I
We're
don't
talking
like
about Mountain Dew.
We're talking about the hot
Flamin'
and
Hot
spicy-
Mountain
No,
Dew.
no, no, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
Ah!
But I usually don't like those. Like I don't know. But now I'm
Gingerbread
craving
Mountain
them.
Dew is one of the worst things that's ever touched my tongue.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Okay, Eric.
Okay, Eric, I just want you. You can read this
Eric.
first.
Eric
Oh.
Lillabardi.
Oh, Ben. This
Gary
is like my
Good.
best friend from high school.
Feed him benzodiazepines. That'll fix the issue.
I'm not.
What?
I,
Repeat it? Repeat it.
it's a
Gary Good. Feed him benzodiazepines.
It's not
That'll
what it
fix the
says, but
issue.
it's a depression medication.
Oh my
I am not
gosh.
depressed.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we're here for you if you are, Garrett.
Listen, I am happy.
Yeah, he's clearly
Okay.
happier because he's been ditching us all the time recently.
I'm living my best. I'm just joking.
Whoa, you only have this life because of me.
And finally, we have a great one from our own Miss Talbot. I might be a biased case because we're homies. Oh, she called you a homie. But I think the podcast is dead without him. The whole 3-host deal is sick, and that's coming from someone who has to listen to your voices for hours on end editing.
Oof.
She doesn't edit. She does the clips.
Also,
I
about the
edit.
3 voices, we were supposed to have a guest this week, but
Oh, yeah.
complications happened, and with the events of the last 2 days, we were scrambling, and
Everyone's at
we
work
will-
making up all the
okay,
money they
okay,
need to
I
pay
did-
the freaking bill.
I hate to promise again next week, but we should have someone.
We're not going
next
to promise, but we say we should.
Yeah, we should, because I did get a commitment, but as college students, schedules mean nothing. Let's be honest.
Commitments mean nothing.
Commitments mean nothing, especially if Garrett's involved.
Hey, I just want you to know, Talbot, I appreciate you
Well,
for your kind words.
that's good. That's good. I love you too, Garrett. All right. And then there's another one, which I think is interesting, but we'll not go over here.
Wait. Let me read it.
Well, it's fine. It's just I asked, would you watch a Hot Tub Talks YouTube video?
Oh,
And it was overwhelmingly yes. So,
interesting.
but it's not really like a, you know.
Please submit your DMs.
Let's see if I have any of
or
these.
We don't
Yes,
have any
I
more,
don't.
think.
or feedback to our Instagram page.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to write it in. If you want to reach us, you can reach us at Hot Tub Talking at
Yeah, we'll
TikTok,
link it below.
or at Hot Tub Talking on Instagram, or
Hot Tub Talks
Talking
official
at
on Instagram.
Yeah, Hot Tub Talks official and Hot Tub Talking at gmail.com. We never got an email.
Who uses email?
I do.
I emailed.
Hey, I have a Yahoo email address.
I
You were
emailed my
emailing
landlord
KSL.
today.
I didn't email KSL. Somebody else did.
Yeah, okay.
I called Well, I just submitted it. Ah,
Well, anyways, I
it
think
has
that's
been
the show. Is that
another
the show?
episode
It has been another
of
episode of
Hot Tub Talks.
I want to appreciate. I want to thank everyone that listens.
Yeah.
We
Everyone
appreciate
that,
you.
Everyone that partakes.
I know
in,
multiple
in-
people.
Yeah, everyone that partakes in making
Who-
this show possible.
Yeah.
That's Talbot. That's every single one of our listeners.
That's everybody
thanks,
here.
Thanks for commenting, Zach,
That's my favorite bit is
Ben.
reading
Is it
stuff,
Ben?
you know?
It's Ben, yeah.
Ben, and Talbot. We appreciate you, especially because you all
Garrett loves you, Ben.
appreciated me.
I hope
Yeah.
you know that.
Like
Whoa.
I never expected that out of Josh's
I looked you
mouth.
dead in the eye, dude.
What? Where did that come from? Woo!
Anyways, go on.
Anyway,
again.
you guys have a good one. Peace out.
All right, goodbye.